Hey, and welcome back to Wheat Beat. My name is Mike, and I'm in Utah. What am I doing in Utah, you might be asking? Well, turns out that my favorite mill, the one where I get all my flour from, is located in Logan, Utah, and I'm headed there today to check out Central Milling. Okay, welcome back. I have made it to Logan, Utah, and to Central Milling. This is going to be fun. Let's check it out. Central Milling. Now, why is this place exciting? Because this is where I've been getting all my flour for the last decade and a half, and it's exciting to be here. It's kind of like, I guess, being in Disneyland for a baker. It's probably not that great, but pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and buy some flour for some baking that I'm going to do in my new micro bakery. All right, success. I got 250 pounds of Artisan Baker's Craft Plus right here in my truck. Okay, that's it. I picked it up, and it was pretty uneventful and quick for such a long drive. It took me almost 5 hours to get here from Idaho, and luckily I have other things to do here in Utah. I have this little tiny errand I'm going to do right after this, which is to pick up our new RV. So that's going to be really fun. I may just throw in a little blurb about that here at the end. But if you don't know about Central Milling is really a very well-known mill. They produce very high quality, consistent flours. A lot of professional bakers use their flours. The most popular one is this one I got here, which is ABC Plus. ABC stands for Artisan Baker's Craft, and the plus means that it's malted. They add malt to it, and we can talk about what malt does to your baking in a later video. But a lot of bakers that are pretty renowned swear by this flour. It's an 11.5% protein flour, so it's probably a little bit less than a standard bread flour, but the protein is of very high quality. Now, I spoke to the people there when they were loading the flours, and they explained to me that although the mill is pretty big and they process a lot of flour, it's only staffed by about 5 or 6 people at any given time, so it's a very small operation. And these trucks, as you may have seen in the video, these trucks come in, they unload the wheat, and then they process it in the mill, and out it comes. Now, what I have here in the back is as fresh as it gets. I'm assuming it's been milled in just the last week or two, basically. So this is as good as it gets. It was fun to see this because I've been using Central Milling flour for over a decade, and they sell it at Costco, a lower percentage version, what they call the Beehive, which is a 10.5% all-purpose flour. That's what you find at Costco, which is also a phenomenal flour. It's also malted, it's also organic, but if I'm here in Utah, I might as well get the real deal, which is the ABC Plus, and that's what I have. The other thing that was kind of cool was that the price of the flour here was quite a lot less than I thought it would be. Online, if you go to Central Milling and go to buy ABC Plus organic, it costs about $46, $47 for a 50-pound bag. And then if you want to get it shipped to you, the shipping charges are very, very high. It probably costs almost as much as the flour to ship the flour to you, and there's no discount with volume. So it was going to be, I thought it was going to be like $46 for 50 pounds times 5 bags. I got 250-pound bags. But because I bought it right at the mill, it was about $36 per bag. It ended up being like $180 something for 250 pounds, which I thought was a steal. And by the way, it's worth mentioning that Logan, Utah is extremely beautiful. I was surprised. I thought it was just going to be just a bunch of fields, open fields going on for miles and miles. But this place is incredible. It's basically, there's like a ring of snow-capped mountains all around, and the weather today is beautiful. But It's green with mountains and trees, and it's just surprisingly wonderful here. So that's just a side note. Come visit Logan, Utah. Beautiful place. I'm going to head back to Idaho. Now, as you know, if you've been following this YouTube channel, I am building a micro bakery, a commercial micro bakery inside my house. And it's been a very long process, and there's been a lot of hiccups along the way, and you can definitely click on this link up above if you want to get caught up on what I've been doing thus far. But I'm at a point right now where I finally installed one of the two ovens. I installed the convection oven, and I haven't had a chance to use it yet. So I'm going to take this flour back with me, and we're going to make some challah. Challah dough is basically like a traditional Jewish bread that's enriched, so it's made with a lot of oil and eggs, lots and lots of eggs. It's basically like an egg bread, except that it doesn't have any butter in it, because if it has butter, then it's a dairy and it's not kosher. So in challah dough, it's basically egg bread with oil instead of butter. So we're going to take this flour back to Idaho, and we're going to make some of that and try out our brand new commercial convection oven for the first time and put it through its paces. So I'm going to stop the video for now. I'm going to go pick up that RV, and then the next time I see you, we will start working on baking our first loaf of bread. Until then, go bake something.